zec@gov.kn. Facebook has verified Prime Minister Harris's official page by placing a white check mark inside a blue circle next to the Prime Minister's name, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris. This blue circle appears just above @PM_Harris_KN. Also, be alert. If the person claiming to be either the Prime Minister or another government official asks you for money through instant messenger, direct message, or any other means, this is a scam and not a real charity. This public service announcement was produced in order to help you be an informed social media user. Protect yourself and help spread the message.
Stop. Think about the drink before you take a drop. Read up on the label on the back. They say it's ain't sugar, low and fat, but don't be fooled by that. Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody you're sweet enough.
In the top stories, nationals awarded for their service to the Federation. Fire officers say disabled persons must be considered in creating an evacuation plan, and Health Ministry launches cooking competition for SKN Moves campaign. The details to these stories and more after the break.
Hey, man, I just can't believe that.
Yo, sweet boy, what you really crying for?
Why you see me crying, boy? My man crying. I just see her thinking about that girl. I think she cheating on me, you know.
You lie.
Boy, for real. A couple of weeks ago, right? She come telling me how I'm too sweet. And that I just make she belly roll. And I got her thighs rubbing. What is that?
No, man.
But yes. Look, she tell me, right, that we need some time apart. To be honest, I wasn't too concerned about that because you know how the girls and them, they're addicted to me sweetness. But then I see she the other day and the girl looking so good, looking so fresh and so lean.
Boy, you sure she addicted to you?
But yes. But wait. Look at her. Come. Hide. Boy, come hide now. Oh, I can't believe, but is that what going on? Really? Why you got to say for yourself?
Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell your body you're sweet enough. Drink some water, share some love. Tell somebody, hey.
Time to chill and go store a chill. Choose a chill and go store a chill. Chill with flavor, like orange and lemon lime. That with bitters, yeah. We love the vibe. Refreshing every day, cool like island breeze. Forget your worries, come chill with me. And go store a chill. And go store a chill. And go store a chill. Chill with flavor.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I'm Jason Davis. 7 nationals have been conferred the Medal of Honor for their contribution to nation building. Here's more. An investiture ceremony was held by Governor General Sir S.W. Tapley Seaton, GCMG CVO QCJP LLD, at Government House on Tuesday. The national honorees and recipients of the Medal of Honor are Perline Teresa Mussenden for her contribution to education, Joseph Emmanuel Benders for his contribution to the arts, Patricia Mary Nurse Clark for her contribution in community service, Pamela Elaine Brooks for her contribution in nursing, Charles Delvin McMaster for his contribution in community service, Brian Dyer for his contribution to national service in crisis, and Dr. Judy Nisbet for her contribution to national service in crisis. Dr. A. Linton Liebert will be presented the Medal of Honor for service in medicine by the Deputy Governor General in Nevis at a later date. Referring to the awards as memorable, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris said the occasion offers the opportunity to thank the nationals for their contributions.
Today, their work, their dedication, and their efforts are being publicly acknowledged and appreciated. For our Federation, today is a chance to say thank you. And this privilege falls on me as our Prime Minister to say thank you for what you do to make our communities stronger and our Federation better. The 8 outstanding nationals that have been invested with the 2020 Medal of Honor by His Excellency the Governor General are all each deserving.
He spoke of the significance of the presentation of the Medal of Honor.
The Medal of Honor is one of the 2 highest civilian honors that the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis bestows on its sons and daughters. We present these medals to honor those who go above and beyond their call of duty. This Medal of Honor is an acknowledgement that the recipient truly has put country above self.
He said they are deserving of the honor and deserving of the nation's gratitude.
Today's recipients have more than demonstrated this virtue. They are deserving of the honor, and they are deserving of our gratitude. In the times we live, it is inspiring that there are people like our awardees today who are prepared to put their fellow men and the cause they believe in first. Their example is that service should be embraced, not avoided.
During the ceremony, Telka Wallace was awarded the Points of Light certificate for her contribution to volunteerism and community service. The certificate was received on her behalf by her daughter, Shai Wallace. Another investiture ceremony is also planned for Thursday at 10 a.m., where 8 more persons will be presented with various awards. In the event of an emergency where persons would need to safely evacuate a business establishment, officers from the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services are advising business owners to ensure that all life is accounted for when creating an evacuation plan. During ZIZ Radio's Fire and Rescue Services program on Tuesday, Bastyr Fire Substation Officer Rommel Williams said when creating an evacuation plan, provisions need to be made for employees or customers who are differently abled to have them safely exit should the need arise.
You will need to incorporate maybe like ramps to facilitate wheelchairs. And depend on how, even if you may have persons working in your establishment with a disability, you would need to make sure that you don't just have all stairs. You have ramps that would easily facilitate a wheelchair, and depend on the extent of the, depend on how many disabled person you may have, because they're just disabled, legs, but nothing wrong with their mind.
So physically challenged.
Right, yes. So you may need to put in maybe like lifts, like elevators, specifically for persons with wheelchairs or persons who might not be able to ascend and descend stairs.
He noted that when conducting drills, persons with disabilities must also be involved in the process so that the evacuation plan is inclusive of everyone. Fire Substation Officer Timothy Martin added that persons who might be recovering from an injury or would need assistance must also be considered.
Someone who might, just have undergone an operation, for example. We know that person on a normal basis is moving around briskly and so forth, but because of, let's say, a minor surgery or whatever it is, they are not able to move as fast now. So we have to keep those persons in mind as well. So have someone there to aid them in evacuating effectively and efficiently.
Bastair Fire Substation Officer Timothy Martin. As the Ministry of Health continues its Get Moving and Healthy with the SKN Moves campaign, entering week 3 of 7, the ministry is whipping up a cooking competition. Mervan Thompson tells us more.
The culinary skills of persons who are willing to showcase them will be the highlight of week 3 of the SKN Moves 7-week campaign with the In Your Kitchen cooking competition. From August 15th to 21st, all residents of the Federation can participate in the cooking challenge. According to Vera Edwards-France, health educator in the Ministry of Health, In Your Kitchen is an initiative created to help persons in St. Kitts and Nevis to learn to cook quick, easy, delicious, healthy meals. She spoke to ZIZ News detailing how persons can advance from round 1 to 2 of the competition.
The cooking competition has 2 parts. Round 1, visit our In Your Kitchen Facebook page or the St. Kitts Health Promotion Facebook page. Browse through the uploaded cooking videos, select one video, replicate it, and submit that video to iykstkits@gmail.com.
As points are distributed for social interactions, participants are encouraged to rally their supporters and friends.
Encourage your friends and family to like and share the videos. You'll get points for the number of likes and points for the number of shares.
The general public is encouraged to visit the In Your Kitchen Facebook page or sknmoves.kn for more information. For ZIZ News, I'm Mervan Thompson.
We now take a look at the nation's COVID-19 situation report and vaccination update. After the break, St. Kitts records increase in fish landings for the first half of the year, and National makes monetary donation to students of Irishtown Primary. Stay with us.
Triple the joy at home as you elevate your experience with Flo's new Triple Play bundles. For the first time ever, bundle up and save on internet, TV, and home phone together for more satisfaction. For as low as $175, enjoy up to 35 megabits per second super fast internet, 70 TV channels with HD entertainment, and free landline minutes with the all-in bundle. Visit your nearest Flo store to sign up for a Triple Play bundle. Conditions apply.
Here are your Horses Value Mart IGA Value Club Blue Tag Special.
Running August 12th to August 25th.
Essential Everyday Disinfectant Wipes, $15.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Pasta Sauces, $6.99 each. Glade Air Fresheners, Solid and Aerosol, $5.99. Quaker Cap'n Crunch Cereals, $9.99. Chobani Greek Yogurt, $5.69. IGA or essential everyday trash bags, $14.99. And now our very low weekly
Value deals. IGA Essential Everyday Shredded and Chunk Cheeses, $7.99. The Colgate Toothpaste, $7.99. IGA Essential Everyday Frozen Vegetables, $5.49. Arm & Hammer deodorant, $7.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Joan, en español.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí a
Value mart.
Welcome back. St. Kitts experienced an overall increase in fish landings for the first half year of 2021 in comparison with the same period in 2020. This was revealed by the Director of Marine Resources, Dr. Mark Williams, who presented on behalf of the department during the Ministry of Agriculture's recently held second quarter review meeting. During an interview with the Ministry of Agriculture's Media and Communications Unit, Mr. Williams explained that a 36% increase was recorded in fish landings. He noted that from January to June 2021, fish landings were just over 387,000 pounds, while in January to June 2020, fish landings were just over 284,000 pounds. He explained what led to the increases in the coastal pelagic fishery and conch fisheries.
In 2021, the increase was significant compared to 2020 because of the COVID relief program through the Ministry of Agriculture via the Ministry of Finance. Then you also had the increase in coastal pelagics, which is the jacks, the ballyhoo and gar. These increase as a result of an increase in fishing effort and renewed interest into the marine resources sector.
He said there was, however, a decrease of 18% in the ocean pelagic fishery, which the director noted is a result of the downturn in tourism and hospitality sectors.
We hope, hopefully, that the economy rebounds in 2022, where you will see a greater demand for ocean pelagics, which continue to decline no matter what resources we put in the industry. The reason why it has been declining is because we do not have markets for the ocean pelagics at this point in time. Ocean pelagics are the fish like the tuna, the marlins, which are not demanded by our locals here in St. Kitts and Nevis. They're traditionally demanded by our tourists.
Mr. Williams said the main catalyst of the increase in fish landings was reef and demersal fishery, which includes species such as snapper, hind, butterfish, doctorfish, coastal pelagic fishery, which includes species such as ballyhoo, gar and jacks, conch fishery, and lobster fishery. In other news, 26 students from the 2021 graduating class of the Irish Town Primary School were recipients of a monetary gift certificate totaling more than $7,000 from Charles Pemberton Sr. The donation was presented on Monday during a ceremony on the school grounds. Mr. Pemberton is the husband of the late Florence Elliott Pemberton, an educator for more than 30 years, who worked for 16 years within the Irish Town school community. Speaking on behalf of the family, Mr. Pemberton stated that the decision to give back to the school was one to preserve the memory of his wife.
Florence was a giving person. She likes to give back. And so the thought of one way of memorializing her, and this is the way we think that was the best fitted by assisting the students here at Harrison Primary School in transitioning into the high school.
Mr. Pemberton noted that the scholarship will be expanded next year to all grades, including kindergarten.
So this year, we are giving to grade 6. Next year, we are going to expand it to all grades to include kindergarten, because my wife spent most of her teaching career in the kindergarten, starting you out as they leave home.
Mr. Pemberton encouraged the graduates to be the best students they can be throughout their secondary school years.
So I want you to go on to high school and do Irish Town proud. Respect your teachers, study hard, and do not give any trouble, okay?
On behalf of the students and parents of the 2021 class, the school's principal, Avenel Carey Freites, thanked the Pembertons for the kind donation. And speaking of students, several students got a financial boost to assist with their education on Tuesday at the 2021 William Marcus Natta Memorial Scholarship Fund Awards ceremony. The event was held at the Newtown Community Center under the theme Against All Odds. During Tuesday's ceremony, the scholarship committee presented scholarships and other tokens to Danica Davis and Analdo Pemberton in recognition of their academic excellence, moral character, and sense of community service. The committee also presented backpacks and other school supplies to 5 other applicants and special tokens to Jeannie Perez and Keontae Fifield, who they said showed great promise for the future. Delivering brief remarks, Parliamentary Representative for Constituency Number 1, the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, commended Dr. Marcus Natta for continuing this initiative, noting the importance of investing in a child's education.
Dr. Natta is a community man and wears many hats, including basketball, Rotary Club, Ponce Pasture Improvement Council, just to name a few. I am a firm believer that the best way to develop an individual mind is to invest in his or her education. And this morning's exercise is an investment that will change all of the recipients' lives forever. We can never lose when it comes to one, education.
Minister of Education, the Honorable Jonelle Powell, commended the organizers for expanding the scholarship offers to Irishtown Primary and pledged his support to future endeavors.
I want to really commend you as well for the fact that you've been able to expand to a second school in the Irishtown Primary School and on your ambition to go beyond that. As the Minister of Education and even in my capacity as the Parliamentary Representative for Constituency 2 and as a private citizen, you have my full support. If I can ever be of any assistance, please feel free to call on me. I am here to support any initiative such as this that is benefiting our young people and deserving young people.
The keynote address was delivered by Shalicia Glassford. Launched in 2010, the Marcus Natta Memorial Scholarship Fund provides financial and educational assistance to primary school students through yearly scholarships. And finally, on the national scene, persons interested in submitting tenders to bid on capital projects are invited to do so. The following projects, the culvert construction at Stonefort Gut, culvert construction at Cranston Gut, in Newton Ground, and Phillips Village Slope Protection are open for applicants to submit tenders. Completed tenders should be delivered in a sealed envelope to Director of Public Works Department, Wellington Road, Bastair, St. Kitts, on or before 1 p.m. Friday, September 10. Additionally, tenderers are also invited to bid on the construction management and supervision services of civil engineering and infrastructure works for the construction of the National Security Training Facility at Lime Keon. Completed tenders should be delivered in a sealed envelope to Director of Public Works Department, Wellington Road, Bastair, St. Kitts, on or before 1 p.m. on Friday, September 17. All tender documents can be obtained from the Public Works Department at Wellington Road for a fee of $1,000. Coming up in regional news, U.S. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries wants recall of U.S. Ambassador to Guyana. The details when we return.
Yo! You look like the dude who was shopping at Furniture and Appliances. See, my friend, you look like you buy something from the Ashley Home Store. How you know? Because we get the cashback coupons and the free groceries for a year!
Cashback is back at Horsford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture. Shop now and get a chance to win free groceries for 1 year.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your national bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
We now move to news on the regional scene. A fiery speech delivered by U.S. Congressman Hakeem Jeffries at a rally against racism in Guyana and march in Brooklyn, New York over the weekend has been rebuffed by Prime Minister of Guyana, who has also called for the congressman to meet and talk with the government. Wendell Badri has the details.
And the first thing that I think the Biden administration needs to do is to get rid of the Trump-appointed ambassador to Guyana. It's time for you to go.
The Prime Minister, Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips, in a press release on Sunday, reacting to those statements made by Congressman Jeffries, said that his government finds the congressman's statements to be quite appalling, while he also noted that his government is utterly disappointed by the fact that Jeffries has allowed himself to be, and I quote, negatively influenced by individuals who are adamant in destroying the country by instigating violence and division, end quote. Phillips also urged the congressman to desist from joining with those individuals whom he said are bent on creating chaos at home and abroad. In the same breath, the Prime Minister invited the congressman to engage his government through discussions in matters of mutual interest. Meanwhile, the leader of the opposition, Joseph Harmon, released a statement on Monday afternoon thanking the U.S. politician for his statements, while also hailing him as a champion of democracy and justice. The rally, which was organized by the Guyanese Organizations Against Racism, was held at the Grand Army Plaza in Brooklyn, New York on Sunday and attracted a large gathering, including members of parliament locally and other supporters of the coalition government. Errol Lewis, who is the chairman of the North American faction of the PNCR and one of the organizers of the event, posited that his party intends to shine the spotlight on racial injustice, among other authoritarian policies being implemented by the current regime.
The PDP is showing their true colors. They are showing that they are dictators, but we are here today to send a message to that we Guyanese in the dust back will not sit back and do nothing. We will not turn a blind eye to the marginalization of our people.
Congressman Jeffries also reminded the gathering that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, as he pledged to treat with the issue of injustice on these shores.
And to make it clear to everyone in the world that we will not tolerate racism. We will not tolerate intolerance. We will not tolerate bigotry. We will not tolerate hatred. We will not tolerate xenophobia. We will not tolerate racially motivated violence. We will not tolerate discrimination. We will not tolerate injustice. And we will stand together until we end that situation in Guyana.
The rally in the U.S. follows a number of scandals that have rocked the PPP administration since taking office in August 2020. Among those, a vaccine scandal where it was revealed through the National Assembly that the government was paying a hefty price for the procurement of several doses of the Sputnik V vaccine, which it acquired through a middleman connected to a sheikh of the United Arab Emirates. There have also been talks of the vaccine not being approved by the World Health Organization. The PPP found itself in another quandary sometime in June when it was revealed again in the National Assembly that the government of the day is seeking to establish a joint security team to tackle crime, a move the opposition has labelled as unconstitutional, while accusing the government of setting up a parallel security force.
One health expert in Jamaica is linking the upsurge in COVID-19 cases and hospitalization to the possibility of the Delta variant. The comments come as COVID cases and hospitalizations see a continued increase. More in this CVM Live report.
Jamaica's COVID-19 positivity rate is now at 46.1% as the country experiences a third wave of infections, with 1,169 new cases being recorded in the last 48 hours. Immunologist Dr. Yuan White says the rapid increase in cases might be the result of the Delta variant, the most transmissible variant of the COVID-19, being present in Jamaica.
It is the dominant strain in many parts of the world now, certainly in our close neighbors, and we have a lot of traveling back and forth, and we've not been able to enforce the quarantine when some persons return here. Some persons do flout the quarantine requirements, and so it would not be unlikely that that variant is very present.
As at Monday, August 16, at least 443 people are admitted to hospital for coronavirus. Information from the Ministry of Health and Wellness indicates that majority of the public hospitals have surpassed their maximum capacity, with the Port Maria and the Mandeville hospitals at 300 and 325% respectively. Dr. White, while noting that more young people are now being hospitalized for the virus, says not only are the hospitals overcrowded and low on oxygen, but patients seeking treatment for other illnesses are faced with challenges.
It is the dominant strain in many parts of the world now, certainly in our close neighbors, and we have a lot of traveling back and forth, and we've not been able to enforce the quarantine when some persons return here. Some persons do flout the quarantine requirements, and so it would not be unlikely that that variant is very present.
The health expert says it is important for Jamaicans to know that the numbers being reported are just a fraction of the COVID-19 reality in Jamaica.
We should take heed. We should realize that COVID, or the virus that causes COVID-19, is everywhere. And we really ought to practice infection prevention measures. Wash your hands, stay away from crowds, wear your mask, and stay away if you are sick.
He's urging Jamaicans who are able to get vaccinated to do so. Christine Forbes, CVM Live.
Coming up, Ivory Coast vaccinates for Ebola after first case. We'll tell you more when we return.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Internationally, authorities in Ivory Coast plan to vaccinate around 2,000 people by Wednesday after the country's first case of Ebola in 25 years was confirmed on the weekend. Reuters has this report.
Ivory Coast has begun vaccinating health workers against Ebola after confirming its first case of the deadly virus in 25 years. An 18-year-old woman tested positive on Saturday, having travelled from Guinea to the Ivorian commercial capital, Abidjan. The World Health Organization has said it is deeply concerned about Ebola's presence in the densely populated city of 4 million people. Ebola typically kills about half of those it infects, although vaccines and new treatments have proved highly effective in reducing fatality rates. It is usually tackled by monitoring and vaccinating those people who come into contact with a confirmed case. On Monday, Ivory Coast's Health Minister Pierre Dimba said the woman was in a stable condition and that authorities had identified around 70 people who travelled in vehicles with her.
A
WHO report said preliminary genetic sequencing showed a close match between the latest case and a 2014 to 2016 Ebola outbreak that killed a record 11,300 people. That epidemic originated in Guinea before spreading to Liberia and Sierra Leone. Guinea, which was declared free of its most recent Ebola outbreak on June 19th, has said it will begin vaccinations, but did not specify when. In Abidjan, around 200 health workers were inoculated on Monday, many from the hospital where the woman was admitted. Ivory Coast has 5,000 doses of vaccine available, and officials said they aim to vaccinate around 2,000 people by Wednesday.
New Zealand will be back in a 3-day lockdown from the 18th of August after detecting a single community case of COVID-19. The first infection detected in 6 months has sent authorities rushing to identify its source. A major factor behind the strong response is the fact that the case has no obvious connection to the border or managed isolation. Authorities are also assuming the worst, that the patient has contracted the highly contagious Delta variant. CNA News tells us more.
New Zealanders are heading in droves to supermarkets to stock up on necessities. Inside, shelves are wiped clean. These scenes followed news of a 3-day nationwide lockdown after more than a year of life close to normal. Authorities are assuming the worst, that the patient had contracted the highly contagious Delta variant.
On that front, Delta has been called a game changer, and it is. It means we need to again go hard and early to stop the spread. We have seen what can happen elsewhere if we fail to get on top of it. We only get one chance.
Under the country's highest COVID-19 alert level, all schools, public venues and most businesses would have to close. Only essential services can stay open. At the same time, the search is on for Ground Zero. Auckland and its neighboring areas are facing the restrictions for a week, as the unvaccinated COVID-19 case had lived and traveled around the area. Contact tracing is also in high gear. New Zealand is one of the last places to record the Delta variant in the community, and that has allowed it to learn from others' experience.
We've seen the dire consequences of taking too long to act in other countries, not least our neighbours.
The Prime Minister was referencing Australia, whose outbreak continues to spread despite having locked down more than half the nation for almost 2 months.
Up next in sport, sailing camp at Uwali to conclude on Friday, and coach rules out Ronaldo return to Real Madrid. Stay tuned.
Imagine having the luxury of putting all your trust in one insurance company and being able to enjoy a life to the fullest without having to worry. Well, don't imagine. National Caribbean Insurance is here to take care of all your insurance needs. Insure your life, vehicle, boat, home, belongings, and your future. At NCI, we make it our business to ensure that you enjoy every stage in life. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
First up in sport, a 2-week sailing camp is currently underway at Uwali Beach. The camp is being coordinated by the Nevis Aquatic and Sailing Center and is geared towards children aged 6 years and up. According to coordinators Nick Dupree and Daniel Connor, the sail camp has already been going on for a week and it will conclude this week Friday, the 20th of August. There are 20 children involved and they are being taught varying skills based on their age, weight and abilities. These skills include introduction to the boats, rigging the boats, learning and understanding various knots used in sailing, learning how to capsize the boats in shallow water so that in the event it occurs in the deep, they would know how to deal with such a situation, and more. The camp will end with a sail from Uwali to Yachtsman's Grill. On to international football, where Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti on Tuesday ruled out the possibility of the club re-signing Cristiano Ronaldo. Ancelotti, who coached Ronaldo in his first stint as manager of the Spanish club between 2013 and 2015, praised the Portugal forward but dismissed reports that Madrid wants him back. He said, quote, "Cristiano is a Real Madrid legend and he has all my love and respect. I've never considered signing him. We're looking forward towards the future," end quote. Ronaldo is under contract with Juventus through next June, but Spanish media has speculated about a return to Madrid, where he thrived from 2009 to 2018. Madrid, coming off a season without titles, is reportedly trying to sign Kylian Mbappe from Paris Saint-Germain. Madrid began its Spanish league campaign with a 4-1 win at Alaves. It visits Levante on Sunday for its second match. And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines. Stay with us. The Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris, wants to alert the public about fake Facebook and social media accounts that are circulating. These sites may look genuine, but they're not. These fake sites may use the Prime Minister's photo and name, but their only intention is to spread misinformation through false and scandalous information. Some of these pages are scams and will attempt to dupe you out of money. Do not trust them. You can find the real Prime Minister Harris on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram by searching for his official handle, which is @PMHarrisKN. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages that claim to be the Prime Minister's but do not have PM Harris KN right after the / are fake accounts. These should be reported to the respective social media sites. You can also report fake social media accounts to presssec@gov.kn. That's PRESSEC@gov.kn. Facebook has verified Prime Minister Harris's official page by placing a white check mark inside a blue circle next to the Prime Minister's name, Dr. the Honourable Timothy Harris. This blue circle appears just above @PMHarrisKN. Also, be alert. If the person claiming to be either the Prime Minister or another government official asks you for money through instant messenger, direct message, or any other means, this is a scam and not a real charity. This public service announcement was produced in order to help you be an informed social media user. Protect yourself and help spread the message. We now wrap up with a recap of the top stories. Nationals awarded for their service to the Federation. Fire officers say disabled persons must be considered in creating an evacuation plan. And Health Ministry launches cooking competition for SKN Moves campaign. And that's it for the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jason Davis.